Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have a guest, this girl over here. She will introduce herself and then I'm gonna introduce us as a friendship, because people have different stories. It's like marriage. You always like, no, I didn't meet you like that. It's like a big pleater, one pleater. And then the other one is like, no, Zang a big pleater with a one pleater. So this one, introduce yourself, Moga.
Hi guys, my name is Kanyisa, better known as Mfokazi, at K_Mfokazi on Instagram. But anyways, I am Sika's best friend, and I am the one who's always behind the scenes on all these YouTube videos.
Okay, that's true. I'll give you that. But guys, okay, how we met. I'll tell the story. You're not saying anything. Please don't say anything. Don't tell any stories. I'm telling the story. I met this girl first day of orientation there by NMU. She says it was me that was loud, yet she was the one. Goodbye. She was presenting things there. And I think she was in a group with males. Usabelo. And some other guys. So yeah, they all were like, dude, you the one that's gonna present things. And she was presenting the things. And she had glasses on. Why?
Guys, Sika was tears about everything. I was like, oh,
where are your glasses?
Oh, my boy, you know that all of a sudden they are born. But anyways, I got rid. My life full of and deep and there. You know, depend man.
Oh, because guys, it happens though. Like we usually think people with glasses are smart. So she had glasses, and then suddenly there's no glasses.
There were prescription glasses though, because I get headache. Okay, that's
a story for another day. But she had them, and then suddenly she didn't have them. But that's how we met. Met in varsity,
2016.
2016. Guys, you're gonna be hearing a background of my son crying. Do not mind that. It happens all the time. Hello, Marlene.
Special guest.
It's Oli. Hi, welcome to my YouTube. Welcome to my YouTube channel. YouTube. Bye. So guys, today we're gonna be speaking about friendship, especially because we met when I was still single, so not married, in varsity, and then I got married, and then it was a friendship of a single friend and a married friend, and we're still trying to navigate that space. So what do you have to say about that? Is it nice?
It has its challenges, obviously, just like any other friendship. I feel like friendship, people take, like, friendship is like a relationship, like a romantic relationship.
Can I drink to that?
It's something that you should work on as much as you work on your romantic relationships. So you always gonna learn something. Just like you learn about your partner, you learn things about your friendship. And you're always gonna have hurdles within the friendship.
Yeah.
So for me, it's always something I'm learning and I'm understanding all the time.
Okay, so what triggered this video actually is the fact that I watched it on my own about Lady Lovebug and Ubuhle. I think you might know them from YouTube, but Ubuhle was the one that was doing the video based on friendships and friendship breakups and all those things when like a friend gets married and then there's that bad blood and all of that drama that actually happens. And then Kay also watched it and she was like, on the call to the friend.
I just watched this and I understand. A lot of things are starting to make sense. I needed somebody, because me and her were not going to have the conversation. I think that conversation needed to happen in order for us to spark our own conversation to actually talk about friendship when your friend is married and you're not, and you're living like a city girl.
And she is living like a city. But so I think where we can start is like obviously starting from what we did together, because we're in varsity, so we did everything together, like everything. We lived together. We almost ate everything, like the food. We ate the same thing because I would cook and she would obviously bring something. And like after class, although sometimes we wouldn't have the same class, we'd be together in pajamas together, doing things like 9 all the time, walking to varsity together.
We even ended up being roommates.
Yeah, we slept together. slept together. That
even because I remember when you stayed in dispatch, like if we had like exams, she'd come sleep at my place.
Yeah.
So young.
Yeah, we did everything together. So that was like a bond, like even like a relationship bond. So obviously now Moo came into the picture, which is my husband. And okay, you know what? In varsity, obviously there's like some other guys, but it never gets like serious. So it was always like, oh, whatever. But I'd always put her first anyway in those things. So we just need, but also going out even, we went to our place, of which I'm not gonna mention. There's a place we went to, Ipa Centralish.
Please.
Yeah, so we still had bad girl things trying to do our own. So we'd go out together, literally, guys, everything together. And so my husband came into the picture and he was like staying forever.
You came in, why boyfriends are gonna hey. What is this now? We're not used to this. No, we used to, okay, fine. There are guys, but like this one.
Yeah.
Why are you always here? You're always here. But like with like having a friend that's in a relationship, you also like form a friendship sort of like with the person, with the guy. But at first, guys, I'm gonna be honest, because it was just like this one was because like it was starting to become very like you know when you like do everything with somebody and all of a sudden they're no longer available to do the stuff that you guys used to do together. So now this guy comes along, they start dating, they go to school together. She sleeps at his, we are roommates at the time. She sleeps at his place all the time. I'm like, ay.
Something is wrong here.
Something isn't right. And we became a bit distant because of that.
No, guys, I remember. And she was in a peak season. I remember the day something happened, and then we were distant. I think, what did I want? Did I want to become part of Spa?
Somewhere. I think.
Daddy Funu catch and Diego Spa. Come on, we used to walk together to Spa.
And he had a car at the time. I was saying.
Mabelani, guys. That is Galukajwa Diego Spa. What Agafun. And then I still remember there was Ulona. We lived with Ulona. So wahlala phano lona umuntu, guys, I never felt so touched. I was like, into ndingarojwa kanjani azothibana yunge sike namkhabuthomnyama because I had to, and I think it was late, like
very late.
Like 5, 6.
It was just petty. Shame, I was really petty that day. It was like I was left. I'm like, shame, I should have. And that tainted our friendship.
And then after that I was like, okay, I wanna get a drama and then I was upset because she didn't cover me, and I was cool. So I was doing my things with my man. I was fine. I had a shoulder to cry on.
She did her things. And then I think what mended our friendship?
What happened?
I think I moved to Emakagi or something like that. Didn't I move? No. Oh wait, I did. But basically, Sika is me and her, we have different personalities. Sika, we are kind of prika. Like, she likes to she gets along with people. I'm not like that. So I think she's the one that actually initiated the conversation to be like, okay, and then then after that, I was a third wheel. She would force me to come sleep on the couch too. I'm looking at the couch and I'd sleep there.
So I think we had that conversation because obviously I like conversation. I think when you have like an altercation, let's just talk it out and just see where are we, and then after that we are fine and we agree. If we're breaking the friendship, let's decide, let it be mutual, not just by the way, we must sort out that beef. So from then and then third wheel. Trying to also accommodate because I was like, how do I do this? Because again, now we've mended the friendship, so I don't want to be again neglecting and all of that because I treasure the friendship itself. So obviously from my side, it was like trying to navigate it to not hurt anyone, to not be like, dude, but we can't meet or we can't do this and stuff. So creating that environment, you're good, okay, you can still do this and this and this, and this one was. She was also attached. Speak for yourself.
I was attached to who? To you?
To me. You didn't want to let go. I
didn't want to cut the cord. Yeah, honestly, that helped a lot because, even when I moved to Amaklagi, like I said, because like it gets lonely, and then Sika always will tell you, okay, you come, I'm cooking, and then next thing we're sitting, we're chilling, we're all drinking so tat. And then I'd sleep over, and then that's how our friendship mended. It
came together again.
And then my friend got married.
And
then now it's another. Okay, we passed this. Now you got even further.
I think for me that one was always like, at some point I knew, okay, I need to not cut the cord, because it's not about cutting the cord, it's about readjusting to whatever is happening, because obviously when you get married you belong to certain communities, because you can't just carry on as a single person or whatever. It has nothing to do with I'm letting go of my single friends, I don't belong there anymore, but conversation and other things, because I also have a child, she doesn't have a child, so even those things, people who are married and have kids, and you just relate to them, and so you happen to just talk more to them and do more stuff with them because you're trying to move in a certain way. So
because for me, I remember in the conversation that the ladies that we were talking about, they were having about you become friends with married people because you relate. Conversations then they make sense, they flow. So in the beginning I got touched. I'm like, what the hell? She's becoming closer to other friends who are married. So now I'm just like, okay, now do I need to find a partner so that I can be relatable? And then I realized, no, that's not what I need to do, because me and Sika, we have a really, really great bond. I'm practically part of her family. That's something that they also touched on. But that friend, she's usually the one when your family knows her. You can't just get rid of her or whatever. But there are some things that we can relate on. And another thing, with regards to going away as friends or whatever, we as single people, we like to leave room for we like to assume. So maybe if for example, when I want to go on trips, I'll assume that Sika won't be available, but I don't ask. That's another thing that why don't I ask Sika, do you want to go to Cape Town? But I'd rather just ask people who are single masambin. But the fact that you don't ask and speak, but okay, I'm thinking of doing this and that and that, and then she'll be the one to say, no friend, I won't be able to.
So I think that's also something, but it can it makes sense how it can get a bit lonely, and you're okay, what should I do? Should I get a partner so that I'm relatable and all of that? But one thing that I've been adamant about is that our friendship is special for whatever it is. When I want to laugh at things, when I want to laugh in life, when I just want to go on and be guys, I don't care what happens, where I want to laugh at anything, we laugh at our problems, okay? We never discuss it what do we do? We just look at them and we're oh my gosh, and then we go and we laugh. So even that is so special for me that I couldn't say I don't want you in. I want you in, but I don't, there's a space that you're feeling. Because, the other conversations, sometimes they get serious and all these things. And obviously, we pray together. Not to say I wouldn't pray with her, but again, what I'm actually going through. So when you pray for whatever it is. You relate to that situation. And so, obviously, when I want to laugh at other things, and obviously also pray with her and other, motivational stuff, but in a different way. I relate to her in a different way. But obviously, for me, what was difficult is obviously creating, the boundary to say, because obviously you don't want to hurt your friend. But and so
and for me also the whole thing, but they talked about well, when you need to go out you have to speak to your partner. For me that was, I think, because Mklambe didn't clearly her husband. So it's not Mklambe, but she has to ask her partner.
And it happens a lot where she gets surprised, Guti, you have to ask me, and I'm visa. And I'm just dude, I have to. And then she's but and I'm but can you imagine? Because even if he doesn't mind, it doesn't mean that you just go over. Because obviously we have other responsibilities, we have other things to do. For example, if I live with her, Umbo will have to take care of the child for that time. What's gonna happen? The dynamics. Does he have plans? And also like money wise, because our money needs to get stretched out and all these things. Can I go and all the? It's not like it's my decision alone.
Today.
Yeah. And sometimes she wants that, and I'm like, dude, but I have to ask. I have to ask. And then sometimes I have to like not ignore her, but act as if like,
then we'll go somewhere.
And I'm like, yeah, or something, or like I would be like, oh no, I'll ask Moon. Then I'm no, oh no, I can't really ask that because it's probably
something else.
Exactly. Or like I know the situation at home. I know that he's probably gonna be like busy doing something else, so I can't really like. But I'll lie and be like, oh, I'll ask Moon, and then I just disappear. I never say go to Watini.
My thing is
because I didn't do it. But I never say. I never come back and say he said no. I just disappeared and I leave it there. See, and the next thing after the day I ask something else. So go say, oh, what did you? Okay, yeah, you can come and have like a day or whatever. Because for me, it's better like if we spend like the day or whatever. But
together,
yeah. So it can be difficult for the married one also like to communicate those things. So my advice, you can advise the married friend. So I'm going to advise the single friend, like in the relationship, like how it can be better for me. And also you can advise the married friend, like how it can be better for you. But communication, we spoke about that. You actually mentioned that communication is so important. But for me, to the single friend is that like just know Ukuti, we still want to be in this thing, but we have like other responsibilities. So try and work around what you see in my life. Ukuti, okay, how can I make this like trip like better suited? Like it's not gonna be like a night trip. If it's like what you want, okay, you can do a day trip, or something like that. Or even communicating and understanding, okay, there's another person, so even mentioning that, Kuti, oh, I know, just ask Mbu uba uza tin, and all those things. That is gonna make me feel like, oh, you considered all the things in the pool, so that I don't have to be the one saying, but dude, because it feels a bit awkward. It feels a bit hurtful on my side, and sometimes I'm like, dude, what don't you understand? And sometimes I want to run away and cancel that friendship and be like, I get out.
To cancel me, guys. She wanted to cancel me. She can't get rid of me. Now I'm calling her mother. I'm telling her your daughter wants to cancel me. I've got access to her whole family.
Yeah, she's practically my sister. So okay, you must behave like a my sister.
This one, she's starting to act weird. But yeah, man, I think also like you touched on everything, man, with regards to like being a single person. You need to, I don't know. Wait, my advice is for
the married one. Don't advise yourself. Please advise me. Like, how could I make it better for you as a single person? Like, what do you want me to communicate better about? How could I make like it less awkward or less hurtful? And whatever is like,
for me, it's I don't know. Maybe it's because of like the nature of our relationship with Usike, because it's like Usike's very. She likes keeping you here. She wants to always keep you very close. So also she as a married person, she doesn't make it difficult for me to actually just like initiate the conversation. Okay, I'm coming over this weekend or whatever. But also, I don't know.
Advice. Say what you want. Say literally, because there could be a married friend here wanting the advice.
Wait.
What would you like? What when you are lonely there at night and you look at me and you're like, but why didn't she say this? Why didn't you just tell me Ukuti? Because I say I maybe avoid you and I don't say anything. Would you like me to communicate better in that area?
Okay, no.
And like advice as if I was
just actually my true feeling to actually like some things. Assumption. Don't assume just because I'm not married. Some things I can relate to.
Yeah.
Like. Can I bring up something?
You can.
Like the event in PE, that has nothing to do with married people. That just has everything to do with being females.
Yeah.
But obviously, you've created a relationship with those people who actually, you communicate on another level.
Yeah.
But also, like, I don't know, some things I feel like include me. Like, talk to me about those things. Like, some things, it's just like, don't think about...
You'll never find, or it will never be.
It's unrelatable to me. Like, talk talk to me. But also now I'm a bad communicator. That's one thing for sure. And Sike likes communicating. She likes speaking. She will speak a lot. But yeah, to me it's just like, don't think about Mhlambe, I won't want to do it.
Yeah.
Some things, even if it's not marriage related, but like I get touched when it's not marriage related and you don't include me, and I'm still excluded from that thing.
Can I just speak on that? You are included in that. It's just that I'm finding the topic, because at the end of the day, the thing has points. And just like this conversation, I asked God, like, what can I do? And God literally answered. Like, there's something that I don't know if I told you or didn't tell you. Like, I was praying, Guti, I want to do something. I actually wanted to use you for like a single sermon now. Guti, how do you navigate like life as a single person? How do you feel? What are the because there's a lot of single people out there that, you know what, they do want to get married one day, but they're not there. How do they navigate there? But obviously my first outlet is where I am, and then we move on to like other topics. And then I prayed for that. I was like, God, I need you to give me something, because I want to do something with this girl. And obviously, like, we're always laughing, so I was like, you know what, please, like, give us an awakening.
Somebody will pass away. I remember, like, when Olume passed away, it was her birthday. I came here, like, with stuff for her birthday, and we were laughing about it. But hey, I came up. You know,
this is a mess, dude. Yeah, so literally that. And then what literally happened after that, you gave me that call because you watched that thing. And look at us now. We're talking about this conversation, and it's really something pivotal or something very, sensitive and case sensitive to the fact that it can even be part of the event in some or other way, or the next event, because I'm going to have like many events to say, okay, how do we navigate? Let's meet with single girls and married girls and speak about the friendship. How do we navigate that friendship and all of that? So obviously I understand your feelings, but it's never like to say I'm excluding you, but I'm finding the niche. But obviously what I relate to most is where I am
currently.
And then I'm trying to branch out then and pull and say, okay, I need you, just like now. I told you, I was like, dude, we're gonna need to do a video about this, because then it's like something that's relatable to where I am, and also where I was, and how to mesh that together. And I'm sure like a lot of people want to have that conversation with their friends to say, dude, and many friends.
I was reading the comments there on that thing, but my friend and I, we broke up. I'm like, guys, I can't imagine my life without this girl, because I'm like, first of all, never mind the fact that I'm in East London, but like I don't know anybody else here, but like also like preserving the friendship, man. Like there's so many things that she knows about me that some people don't know about me. And so
vice versa.
And so it's like, just because Mogu, there's like a whole, like she has a whole other dynamic in her life, now we must just cut the cord. I think it's very important to just speak to your friend. Speak
communication. I think that's one thing that you said for me that I also like found like glitches. And I don't want to be like I was gossiping about you, but I felt like I need to communicate, but I don't know how to say it so it doesn't hurt you, because obviously knowing you, I know Uguti, you're sensitive around other things. Like you would feel rejected if I said, because I mean so much to you and you mean so much to me. Like, because obviously in varsity we were together. Like I was literally holding your hand, you were holding my hand, and walking together. And now it will seem like I'm trying to say I'm letting go. And obviously communication. And I'm so glad that even God, because I feel like it's a God situation, because there's no way, that he allowed you to watch that video and initiate the conversation. To say, no way.
It was easy. I was like, in the office, I'm like, please, I need to call this girl, because I watched this video, because I watched it the night before, but I called her in the morning to say, but friend, I watched the video and like I understand. I understand so many things now.
And you can preserve, like as you said, preserve the friendship. It's not like breaking up, and it's like finding, because we did something 2 weeks ago with the other girls from work. It was so nice. It was so nice, guys. I left feeling like I love my life. I love my life. And so, finding those things to say, okay, I can do something with you in the morning. I can do something with you, not like for 7 days, but we can have those moments that are so fulfilling that it feels like we're together for 7 days or whatever the case may be. But communication, guys, do not break your friendships for these things, because it's like a relationship, as you said. Like there will be things like that you don't get along on, or you don't understand on that level, but it doesn't mean that you
the
need to
minute
break.
you speak about it, then you understand things from a perspective to say, but okay, that's why they acted that way, because of this and that and that. But it won't help anyone.
And then you lose friends, you lose genuine people in your life, because cancel. And obviously cancel culture. Oh, guys, cancel. I'm navigating that very.
Married people, please don't cancel us. We are not
single people. Please don't cancel us. We want to go out tonight. But we have a curfew. So please don't. So thank you guys for watching. This was an amazing video. Actually, it went on longer than we thought, but it was such a breeze. Please comment down below if you are married or you are single, or if you literally have anything that you want to say about like a friendship with a single person, or advice. Let's say you're single, please advise the married friend, and if you are married, please advise the single friend, and we'll just maybe review the comments at some point and do another video. More to come. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, everything. Bye guys.